Okay, as we continue on. Alright, so we got a few things done in the, really yesterday. Last week, I was too busy in the yard, so I didn't get much done. We're going to go and take a look in the car today. Glove box, ashtray, console lid, adjusted shifter, connected the shifter to the tranny, all kinds of fun stuff. A couple issues we need to deal with. Oil sending unit. Tight fit. Not sure how I'm going to approach that yet, so I have a few fittings coming today. So this way I can try to calculate that out and get that done. For the most part, glove box went in pretty easy, very self-explanatory. The console lid, a little nerve-wracking because you got to make sure everything's in the right place, because once you drill your holes and you attach it, yeah, you could drill more holes, but you don't want to do that. So it just took a little bit. It didn't take a long time. I would say maybe 20 minutes. But just getting those holes right, getting the strike right, all that, it just takes time, a few measurements, and everything worked out well. On the shifter, I noticed that the staple shifter arrived to me very loose. So once I connected it to the tranny, I adjusted the cable, and because it does hold in park, and the cable has two adjustments to lengthen it or shorten it. So I had to shorten it quite a bit, and I got that all adjusted. I got it pinned onto the tranny, and then I came up top, took the console shift pattern cover off, and I was able to get in there to start tightening the shifter, and just like a final or a fine adjustment for the cable itself on the side of the shifter. So I don't remember that with the original shifter. I'm sure it was there, but I just don't remember it. That staple shifter is actually a new one. My staple shifter is put away. So got all that pretty much in tune. Again, put it in park, just tap the key, it did spin. Put it in neutral, tap the key, it did spin, and in the gears it would not spin. So we know all that is good at this point. I buttoned up the console. Hope I don't have to go back into it. And that's it. Cigarette lighter, big achievement there. It actually works. And that was it. I mean, I didn't do a lot, but what I did was a little time consuming, a little tedious. I wanted to take my time with it. I didn't want to rush through because, when you start rushing, you just start destroying stuff. I mean, if you're just not in the mood to do something, just walk away and wait for a better day. But not sure where to go from here. There were a few more like nickel and dime items that I noticed I didn't have. Just trying to think what they were. The strike for the glove box, actually I had that because I bought two different strikes for the console. I wasn't sure which was which, so I bought both. That worked out. It was a kit with the bolts, the quick nuts and all that, so that was all good. All my keys, basically everything matches the way it should. The small round key, I believe, is trunk and console, and the square key is going to be doors, ignition, and glove box. So that seems all to work out. So we only have, actually I have multiple keys, and I'll have a few sets, which is good. So here's a little dilemma. So this came out of the oil port of the block, right above the filter. That's a 3/8 plug. So now I have, this is the wrong one, I just had this laying around, but this is 1/4 inch, that's 3/8 that we need, but just to give you an idea. So either we're going to go ahead and just bush this down, get it in there, Teflon tape of course, and and hopefully it'll be enough room for the plug to go on, not interfere with the headers. It's kind of tight, so I'm not too sure about that. So another thing we may have to do is get a street elbow, put a bushing on it. Again, that's only 1/4 inch. I need a 3/8, which those will be here today. And actually put the unit, on a 90 or a 45 or wherever it'll fit, so I can get the plug on there. It's away from the headers. I'll go ahead and I'll insulate it with, with the heat insulation protector. And just call it a day at that point. We do need to use this one, so this way the gauge will read accurately, because I do have reproduction stock gauges. I believe they're reproduction. And that was it for dilemmas. There's a couple more sending units, but I already got those on, the water temperature sending unit. There's two of those, one for the computer and one for the gauges. And I did order all OEM, GM sending units, so we're not going to have any issues with that. Let me just shut my phone here, shut the volume off, otherwise it's going to interrupt us. Okay, so let's take the camera off and so we'll look at the interior. And as you know, not a cameraman, weekly disclosure. So let's take a look inside here. Alright, so as you can see, we have a glove box, everything fit good. We have a center console, locks up good, fits good. We have the ashtray right there. I can't really reach it to open it. A little stretch here. Cigarette lighter. Let's give it a second there to pop. It's a waiting game. It's like watching paint dry. Oh, that was pretty quick. And as you can see, glowing red hot. So she's working. So we have a cigarette lighter. So basically, we have a few more things to do in here. I never got to the door last week because the yard project took kind of a left and a right, and we had to end up doing a couple of different things there. We had to order a lot of dirt. We have 10 yards of dirt outside to spread. I think that's going to happen today. Today or tomorrow, or sometime during the week. And so those things are taking up a little bit of my time. I had to do a little pool servicing yesterday, and I posted a video of that. And that's about it. So I didn't have a lot of time for the car. You know, all those things are a little bit more important than the car, even though I really want to get this done because I got other projects. But, you know, and again, we're on a holding pattern. We still don't have a horn relay, and we still have no horns. I guess they're on back order. So I reached out to the vendor, but they still haven't responded to me. And I don't want to say who the vendor is. I don't want to bad talk anyone. But I guess these things are a little hard to get, and I ordered it from a reputable aftermarket outfit. So, you know, and they've been good to me so far. So, you know, I only use a handful of them, and so far all of them have been very good. You know, as long as you know what you need, you're going to get the right part. And also, you need to get the quality part, the concourse part. So this way, you know it's going to fit. Pretty much everything on here, you know, unless I couldn't find it, whatever, is original or it's a concourse reproduction. I didn't really go for any of the cheap stuff. But let's get this camera back on the stand and let's finish up. I do have some yard stuff to do early this morning in preparation to hopefully these guys come today, if not tomorrow. But I still got to do my part, and today's the only time I have because the rest of this week is going to be a horrible work week. We already have trucks piled up waiting, you know, for tomorrow morning to get started on. And I also actually have a Corvette interior restoration that I'm doing there too. I normally don't do that, but it was for a friend. And he came recommended through another friend that I actually do trucks for here in Stanford. And so I wanted to help him out. Because I know the frustration of trying to get something done and there's nobody that can do it or nobody qualified. So he had all the parts. We had to order a couple of small things. So hopefully it's already all torn down and ready to go together. So, you know, hopefully I could get that done this week. Get that back to him so he can start enjoying his Corvette. And I guess the car's been sitting for a little while, and it's an 82 Crossfire, really nice car. And I personally have an 80 bone stock. It's only got 3,000 miles on it, and I have a 20. I want to say it's a 2020, I believe. Yeah, I bought the first year, so it would be a 2020. And brand new, just sitting on the rack. I haven't had time to really drive it. But okay, let's put this up here and finish up. All right, so we got a couple of things this week. I had a few things show up on my doorstep from Snap-on, and got told. I don't even know what it is exactly, but I'm going to read the box to tell you what it is. So, what did we get here? This here is here it is, the kickball dartboard. So we got a kickball dartboard. Everybody should have one of those, right? And this one here is, let's take a look. Oh, this is a chair, I believe. And I didn't get time to open them. I don't have time to open them right this minute. But this is a lounge chair. I know for a fact that's a lounge. And, you know, maybe next week I'll have these opened up. And, you know, I can't really, the dartboard, obviously, I would have to set up in the yard, but I can't do that now because the yard's a disaster. Well, actually, it looks good now. But we got to get the dirt spread and all that, so I really can't start putting things in the way after taking everything out of the way. So those were a couple of toys. I was happy to come home and see those on my deck. And this is the cover. We still don't do the radiator yet. I'm probably going to phase that rotor today and put the radiator in. I think I showed you guys this. Just a speedometer cable, stock speedometer cable. I'll probably pop this into, hopefully headers won't be interfering with that. I haven't really scoped out how it runs. I don't remember exactly the path, so I guess I'll have to find that out when I go to put it in. What else? Just a lot of on-and-end stuff. Let's see here. What else did we get this week? Yeah, just a bunch of LED lights, things like that. Nothing special. And I think that was it. I think it was just those two little presents there, and that was it. I don't think I have anything else of interest to show. And just some wire loom came in. Like I said, a bunch of little on-and-end stuff. But anyway, with the yard project, until that's done, I can't put 100% in here. So I'll be bouncing back and forth. And, you know, oh, here we go. Actually, I saved a couple of my old Snap-on test lights. They don't make parts or anything for these anymore, but I love these test lights. And this one, I just haven't put the new wire on yet. But I basically rebuilt them, resoldered the little end on here onto a new wire. It's not a curly wire. I prefer the straight wire. This curly wire, it just knots up, it breaks, and it's useless. And you're always pulling and stretching and wearing it out. So I'm going to modify this. The new bulb and everything is in there. It does work. I just got to modify the wire. But these old test lights, I truly do like them way better than the new ones. The new ones to me appear to be a little dim, and they're red. I do prefer the white light, so it's bright, especially when you're working in an area where you can't really look at the light to see if it's on or off. You know, once you hit it and it goes on, it's nice and bright, you know that your circuit is good. Yeah, well, at least that part of the circuit is good. And I think that was about it. Alright guys, so not a big long video today. Just you know, a few wins and not a loss, but some confusion. And we'll get all this sorted out hopefully today. Like I said, it all depends on if these guys show up. I do have to work with them because we're working off a plan, so we all want to make sure that we're on the same page. Alright, so happy Father's Day. Have a great weekend, whatever's left of it. And we'll see you next week, hopefully with a lot done.